Hey buddy, it's Crazy24 and welcome back to some more Splatoon! And if you guys remember, in the finale, which literally just came out yesterday, we took care of the final boss of the game, and yeah, it beat the story mode of the game. This time, we're here for the first bonus episode of Splatoon. We're starting things off at the very beginning of Inkopolis, showing off the battle stages with Callie and Maria, of course, Arrow on the Mall. Okay, that's a pretty good one. And Museum de Alfonzino. Okay, I think that's how you say it. And we got Rank Battle, which is going to be Walleye Warehouse and Flounder Heights. Alright, not bad, not bad. Anyways, yeah, we're here in the bonus episodes where we're going to be showing off a lot of stuff. This one in particular is going to be one that revolves just, you know, around Inkopolis as a whole and the online, which we will be checking out in a bit. Now, while we're here in Inkopolis at the very beginning, there's, of course, the great Zapfish at the very top of the tower. We also got, I think, we have like these two big statues of mascots. There's something like with them, how they're like important. I don't know if they're like important to Japanese culture or something, but I just know that they're, you know, there and important in some way. Anyways, we're gonna be starting off with actually going back to Octo Valley. We're actually gonna be talking to, I guess not really talking. No, we're gonna be talking to people, kind of. We're just gonna be checking out Octo Valley really quickly, just to see like how things are after you beat the story mode of the game. As you can see, things are a little different. Agent 3, I've been waiting for you. Thanks to you, pieces returned to Inkopolis. Not that anyone besides me will be thanking you for it, but that's the hero's way. The path we walk is the lonely one. Oh, this guy is none other than DJ Octavio himself. I figured I'd let him rest here for a while. He's been through a lot. I'ma get you, cuttlefish. Isn't he cute? You know, bucko, that gleam in your eye is even stronger now. You have my eternal gratitude. Ahoy, what's this? It's probably nothing. So yeah, when you return to Octo Valley, once you defeat the final boss, DJ Octavio is just gonna be, you know, chilling here in this snow globe of sorts. You can't talk to him or anything. You can spray him and he's just gonna be like flinch a little bit, but yeah, so that's kind of cool. Nice little dialogue. Right, you come back. This, however, is actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna show it off because, you know, it's. I'll say it in just a moment. This is the credits of the game. You can literally revisit the credits anytime you want and replay them just for your own fun. Simple as that. So I guess, yeah. And if you want to return to the final boss of the game and refight it, then there's gonna be stuff of like you're basically gonna be, you know, playing the same final mission just with like different what's it called? Different what the heck am I talking about? It's different I hate this so much. I'm literally trying to think of a word, but I can't think of it. Different dialogue from the characters. You know, in the fight being like, oh, he's back, he escapes, now it's time to fight him again, stuff like that. It's kind of fun. Some fun little things. Next thing we're gonna be showing off is these shops right over here. These shops are going to be very important in Splatoon, especially if you want to, you know, do online stuff. And we're checking out the first shop, which is going to be the shoe shop, Shrimp Kicks. Squiddo! Nice to see you here in Shrimp Kicks. Gotta say, you're looking straight up pro lately, and pros gotta have the hottest kicks, right? So yeah, this is Shrimp Kicks where you can get yourselves shoes. Simple as that. I mean, there's really nothing else to really say. You can get shoes here, and of course, like other, I guess, clothing items, you can actually get abilities to shoes. Yeah, that's basically this. Next up, we have the clothing shop of Jelly Fresh. Jelly Fresh, you are having the new level highness. Time for the upgrading of your fashions. So yeah, this is Jolonzo, who will give you just straight up regular clothing items, or well, just shirts essentially. And then we have the headgear section, cooler heads. Oh, hello. Whoa, you're a real battler person now. I hope you'll be shopping with us. You're still a nerd. So yeah, this is the headgear shop where you can, of course, get a bunch of different headgears. And now, with those 3 being shown off, let's check out the most important one of the 4, and that is the weapon shop, Ammo Knights. Hello, hello. Let me guess, you're looking for some new weapons? Then you've come to the right place. Our weapons come in sets: a main weapon on ZR, a sub weapon on R, and yes, a special weapon. Sounds complicated? Well, don't worry, you can always press Y to try out any of my products before buying. And if you want more info on sub-weapons and special weapons, just press home and read the manual. You're looking fairly fresh. Yes, I think you have what it takes to wield my splatter. Okay, so basically, yeah, now he's just gonna be talking nonstop about, you know, the weapons that you can now use. Every time you earn a new level, you can come back to his shop and he'll be like, hey, you are now worthy enough to wield this weapon. And then he basically just like talks about the weapon real quickly, about like its sub-special, its sub-weapon and its special weapon, and as simple as that. Now, I went off screen and got myself up to level 10 for, you know, what I wanted to do in this episode, for a part of something I wanted to do in this episode. And so there's a lot of items he's going to be talking about. Anyways, about the shops real quick. These shops can only really be accessed at level 4. You can go into them, but you have to be at least level 4 online in order to actually buy anything from them. So keep that in mind. Level 20 is the max level you need to be in order to be able to buy or to access all of these weapons, all of Sheldon's weapons. And there's 5 different weapon classes. There's a shooter, the charger, the roller, the splatling, and the slosher. And there's a total of 91 weapons, 10 sub-weapons, and 7 specials. So you got a lot of variety with that. I mean, especially with, heck, 91 weapons. Keep in mind, 91 weapons, while there are that many total in the game, the 91 weapons really comes from, well, in that category, there are different versions of weapons you have access to already. As you can see, there's already 2 splatter shots right there. One's just like a different version of the other. So, but it's still 91 weapons nonetheless, so it's quite a lot. And Sheldon just continues talking, gosh. Like, dude goes crazy. Okay, when is this guy gonna actually, like, shut up so I can, you know, continue on with what I'm trying to do in this episode? Yo, this guy is honestly crazy. Maybe I shouldn't have gone up to level 10. Holy crap, this is insane. I was genuinely not expecting this. Wow. Anyways, I feel like oh, here we go. Wait, are those some of my grandpappy's long-lost blueprints you have in your possession? Where did you find them? Let me see those, quickly! With those blueprints and my slightly above average intellect, I'll be able to expand my products line. So, once you defeat a boss in Octo Valley, you're able to return the blueprint from that boss to Sheldon, and he will give you, or he will let you buy a weapon based on the blueprint from that boss. Phew! Weapon creation successful! If only Grandpappy were here to see his work come to life. But I still have to pay the rent here, you understand. As you know, I can't let anyone handle my wares with the proper level and, of course, payment. Let's see, at your current level, you can buy this custom Splattershot Jr. And so, yeah, and now he's just gonna talk to you about the weapon that you can buy. And then he's gonna continue going through the weapons that you can get. So there are a total of 4 weapons that I'm pretty sure you can get. Or maybe it's 5. Oh, here we go. It seems your level isn't high enough to wield some of my magnificent weapons. Please return once you're fresh enough to give them a loving home. So yeah, as I mentioned before, you have to be a certain level in order to access, you know, more and more weapons. But yeah, so the blueprints can give you, you know, new weapons essentially. 4 new, or is it 5? It's either 4 or 5 new weapons that you can get from the blueprints from the bosses. But that's about it. I mean, I guess while we are here, we might as well cop something real quick. Just since we're showing off some things in today's episodes, I'm going to buy myself. Let's go with the NZAP 89, which is like one of my favorite weapons. And we're also gonna go for a roller. I'm thinking carbon roller? Let me see, there's carbon roller, there's a crack on splat, which is pretty freaking good, and then there's just a regular splat roller. I think I'm gonna go with the carbon roller for this episode, because why the heck not? Let's go for it. Yeah. And if you want, you can actually press Y to test it out, and you basically get sent to a testing range, if you want to call it that. Where, yeah, there are lots of dummies. You can actually, there's these lines on the floor we can kind of like test out range and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Just have a little bit of fun, test out the weapon before you buy it or whatever, or before you take it into online. It's some fun stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let's exit. And I actually, before we do that, you can actually switch through each of the weapons you currently can have access to, and just try all of them out. Even, you know, before, like I mentioned, before buying them. It's pretty cool. Pretty stinking nice. While we are here in the shops, I might as well head to these other shops and like try and buy some stuff. Let's just buy like one of each. I'm thinking Special Saver. Well, let's go for the skull bandana. Let's do Special Saver. Let's go to the next shop and let's rock. Ooh, what's a good one? Special Saver again. I could do Ink Saver main, Special Duration up, Ink Recovery up, and Swim. You know, I'm gonna go with the Swim Speed up. I think that's going to be a pretty good bonus to get. Obviously, yeah, everything like I mentioned has sub abilities. There's the main sub ability that you would see at the very top that's unlocked automatically, and then there are sub abilities, or sub abilities I should say, that you would get, you know, by doing battles and, you know, getting points to roll them and see what you get. That's just by chance. And then for my shoes, honestly, I think I'm gonna just, oh, there's damage up on these. I'm gonna go damage up, because damage up is always like a really good ability you want to have when you're fighting. So yeah, now that we are done with all that, before we actually head into, you know, the glory of online, let's go ahead and go into this little alleyway where we have this this dude over here. We were mentioned earlier by the narrator or whatever to like maybe not go back here because, you know, it's a little strange. But this is Spike, sapping, mate. Blimey, that level, we've got ourselves a right proper veteran. But you don't seem the type to keep on your laurels, love. Your sights are set even higher, aren't they? I can tell. Just watching you makes me want to work harder. Let's scratch each other's backs as we work our way to the top, yeah? Anyway, you say to check out anybody in the plaza, then order their gear with X. Right then, I'll be waiting for your order. So this is Spike. He will tell you that if you go to anyone in the plaza and you say, hey, I want to order your gear, then you can press X to order the gear and pick a specific one you want to order. At level 4, that's when you can start ordering the gear. So as you can tell, level 4 is like when you're, you know, is the right level you gotta be. So a little bit of info on Spike and whatnot. Spike's prices for gear are quite higher than in stores. If ordered gear is not bought during the days it is available, Spike will get rid of it. However, he will not trash gear in the player's queue on days when the game is not played. Ordering from Spike has a chance to get the same abilities as the original wearer of the gear. This chance goes up with level, and the more abilities the item has, the more expensive it is. Unlike at the shops, the player can order an item from Spike which they already have. The one that is bought will replace the one in the player's inventory. This can be a cheap way to re-roll item slots, but only with patience. A 3-star item with all 3 slots open only costs $15 cash instead of 15,000 cash instead of 30,000, but the slots will have to be unlocked in battle. For example, if a player at level 10 orders gear with 2 stars and 3 sub-abilities, the player has a 50% chance of receiving no sub-abilities and 2 empty slots, a 45% chance of 1 sub-ability, a 1 empty slot and 1 unreleased slot, a 4% chance of 2 sub-abilities and 1 unreleased slot, and a 0.2% chance of 3 sub-abilities. This does not depend on the gear's rarity, except for how many empty slots the gear has. Once the player reaches level 20, Spike offers an additional service. For 30,000 cash, he will tweak the abilities on one piece of gear. If the gear in question has fewer than 4 abilities, an additional slot is added, which must be then unlocked through multiplayer. If the gear in question already has 4 total abilities, he can re-roll the 3 sub-abilities with the usual brand bonuses applied. This service can be performed at any level if the player has Super Sea Snails. As you can see, these things right here are Super Sea Snails. These are, yeah, okay, that's actually kind of frightening because Spike is known to essentially eat them. But super sea snails are pretty big, pretty important. Well, first off, their use is to increase the number of slots on the gear or reroll any secondary gear abilities on a select piece of gear. Judd, who is the cat over here, awards players super sea snail after winning 30 regular or ranked battles. They don't have to be consecutive, however, and he stocks up the snails and keeps them until he's talked to. Snails could also be learned through Splatfest depending on how you rank. Sadly, I can't really do anything about Splatfest, or anyone can, because, Splatfest and Splatoon 1 are kind of gone and not available anymore. But yeah, so that's a little thing about super sea snails. They're pretty big, pretty important in the game. Especially if you want to, like, really, get some good chances on your weapon, or really good stuff on your weapons, your clothing, your accessories and whatnot, and just get better stuff to do better online. So now we're gonna be heading in to online, which we got some stuff here. So we start off with regular battle, which is turf war, and then we have ranked battle, which the ranked battle mode actually changes from time to time. And then there's other stuff like squad battle, there's join friends in regular battle, and then of course there's a private battle. Let's go ahead and start off with regular battle. Let's check out turf war real quick. In a turf war, teams have 3 minutes to cover the ground with ink. When time runs out, whichever team has inked the most turf will win. So do your best to help claim the most turf for your team. You'll also earn battle points based on how much turf you inked. And if your team wins, a bonus will be added to your score. Battle points increase your level and earn you cash at the end of a match. Splattering the ground with ink will also fill up your special gauge. When the gauge is full, press the R stick to unleash your special weapon. Using your special weapon at the right time can be the key to victory. Okay, cool. Now let's take your skills to the next level by talking about the gamepad. Whenever you're in a battle, check out the gamepad to see the turf map. Use this map to make sure enemies aren't stealing turf behind your back. You can also tap a teammate's icon to super jump to that player's position. Be careful not to super jump right into an enemy ambush though. Make sure to check the turf map before launching into a super jump. If you want to be a winner, you gotta learn to use the gamepad like a champ. So yeah, that's a little bit about turf war. Simple as that. Just cover the most amount of turf, by the end of a match, and yeah, it's as simple as that. Now, with turf war and ranked battle, there are 2 stages for each that are occasionally rotated. It's rotated every 4 hours. So every 4 hours you will get 2 new stages that you would then play. So before we go ahead and talk about ranked battle, we're just gonna be checking out turf war right now. And no, before we do that, we're going to be switching up our weapon. For turf war, I'm gonna be rocking with the carbon roller. It's one of my favorite turf war weapons, and I think it'll be really fun to use. For the headpiece, we're of course going to use that, and then we'll use this for that, and that. Okay, look at it. New outfit looking mad nice. So we got the carbon roller, sub with the burst bomb and special ink Zuka, special depletion medium, a strong lightweight roller made from carbon fiber. Superb mobility means it spreads ink and delivers attacks with unparalleled speed. So carbon rollers are really good for turf war, as we'll see in a moment. You can also see a bit of your accessories and exactly what abilities do what, essentially. So yeah, it's pretty nice, pretty stinking nice. So I guess without further ado, let's head in and check out turf war, which is it's personally my favorite mode and my favorite thing to do in the game. So I'm very excited to see how exactly our first, well, quote unquote first turf war match is gonna go. So once you actually are in the lobby waiting, you guys sadly can't see this because I don't have the gamepad capture card. Who knows if I ever will, but essentially you can play a minigame called Squid Jump. At least you can, that's the default one. We'll get into more later. This is the default one, Squid Jump, which basically you play as a squid, and you basically make your way through the level, a vertical level, and make your way to the Zapfish. You get power-ups the more you progress in the game, so that make you get up faster and whatnot. But it's a fun game. It's a fun little game to play while you're waiting in the lobby, waiting for a match to start. I guess I'm not gonna make you guys wait. We're gonna be playing Arowana Mall or Museum de Alfonsino. I'm thinking if I should like play both stages or if I should just play one stage in turf and then one stage in ranked. I think I'm gonna just do one. Saves a bit of time, especially since we have like a lot of stuff to talk about in today's bonus episode. So I'll see you guys when the match starts. Alright, so here we are. Finally in the turf war match. Took a little bit to actually get into a match, sadly, but at least we're here now and that's what matters. So we got a sniper? Okay, I'm kind of digging it. They have an ink brush and a roller. So yeah, as I mentioned, turf war, just a matter of covering as much turf as you possibly can, and the team with the most amount of turf covered by the end of the match will win. It's a 3-minute match, and yeah, simple as that. And you get a total of 3 teammates every time you do play, and the teammates will of course, you know, fight with you. It's a matter of like color versus color. So this time, as you can see, it's a blue versus orange kind of scenario, which I'm gonna be crazy and freaking. Okay, I'm glad I killed him. Yeah, so you can also kill, you know, your opponents to, you know, get, I guess not really get points, but it helps. You know, if you don't have guys, you know, your opponents to worry about, then, you know, things become a little bit easier and whatnot. I do have my Inkzuka, which I do want to use at some point. Inkzuka is a really, really good special weapon to use, because you'll see in a moment. It's basically like a tornado, like a bazooka, yeah. And it's really good. That's all I'm gonna say. It's really, really good. Because it gets turf covered, and on top of that, it, you know, really, really helps in splatting people. Okay, I'm about to freaking drop down on you now. Oh, I splatted them. Oh my gosh, that was close. So far, not too shabby. But, you know, that's not it, because we got... Oh, shucks. I don't like this scenario that I'm in. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Okay, good. I'm in a safer place. I shouldn't say I'm exactly safe right now, but I am in a safer place. So rollers, like I mentioned, are really good for turf war because, of course, you know, with how big they are, they tend to cover turf a little easily, and it's very, very nice, very, very useful weapon to use. I've always been a big fan of rollers whenever I played Splatoon, because I tend to play a lot of turf war. So yeah, we're not exactly doing too hot right now, so I gotta help out the team right now and, you know, win. So if I can get out of here. Oh, we splatted each other, dang it. Okay, because that can happen. Oh, he's using a Splatter Shot Junior. That's like one of the worst weapons. Okay, they're like really pushing forward. We can't have this. I'm looking at the map right now. It's not looking all too shabby, or all too good, I should say. Shabby would naturally mean that things are looking good, but in this case, things are definitely not looking good. So we gotta get turf covered. I really don't want to lose my freaking first turf match on video. Like, that would just suck. That would be kind of embarrassing if you ask me. It sucks that I... Oh, here we go, here we go. Nice, good stuff, Daniel, good stuff. Oh, I got 2 kills right at the very last second. That was great. That was a very, very good ending to the match. Look at that, we just... Oh my goodness. Wow, good on me and my teammates. I can't just say, oh yeah, I'm the one that carried us. No, like, all my guys did very, very well. So congrats to everyone. Not bad. 6 kills, Daniel? Okay. Okay, respect. I kind of went off a little bit. And yeah, so as you earn points, you can progress in your level, and of course, you know, get new abilities, depending on, you know, of course, how many battle points it takes. So we're gonna be exiting out, and yeah, we got an idea of how turf war works. Now, we're actually gonna go back to our equipment, and we're gonna equip our NZAP, which is gonna be a really fun weapon to use for ranked battle. NZAP 89. Sub Sprinkler and a special Ink Strike with a light special depletion. A follow-up to the NZAP 85, now with a sleek orange paint job. The sub and special have changed too, but its popularity remains as high as ever. The NZAP 89 as opposed to the 85 has been my more preferred weapon. I don't know why, it's probably just due to the fact that I like the sub and the special more of the 89. So here's Ranked Battle. Ranked Battle, of course, we have Walleye Warehouse and Flounder Heights. Ranked Battle is interesting because it's not just the same mode every time. It rotates every 4 hours like you know, maps do. And there's a total of 3 modes you can have. There's tower control, which essentially is a thing of taking control of a tower and riding it through the enemy base. Rainmaker, which is bringing an item, or I guess weapon called the Rainmaker, to a specific pedestal and then winning like that. You can also like attack with the Rainmaker. It just, you know, you're much slower and, you know, attacked a lot. And then of course the mode we're going to be playing, Splat Zones. In Splat Zones, teams battle for control of a stage's splat zones. Each stage has 1 or 2 zones. To gain control of a splat zone, just splatter it with ink. Once your team controls a zone, try to hold it for as long as possible. Your team's timer will start once you control all of the zones in a stage. If your timer reaches 0, your team wins. But if you lose control of a single zone, your team's timer will stop. There's also a penalty for losing control of all the zones to the enemy, so guard them with all your might. If the battle ends without a winner, the team with the lowest count on its timer will claim victory. In this ranked battle points are awarded based on your timer. Oh, and here's a pro tip for you. If you lose control of a splat zone, wait for your team to regroup instead of trying to be a hero. So yeah, Splat Zone essentially is like a King of the Hill type minigame or type mode. So yeah, retain a zone for a certain amount of time. So I guess without further ado, let's head it right into to ranked battles. I'm very interested to see how this is going to go because I don't think I've ever actually played Splat Zones before. I have played Tower Control, but I'm pretty sure that's like the only one I've ever played. And the only reason why is just because of the fact that I rarely ever play ranked battles in Splatoon. I mean, I don't mind playing them, but I just have more fun playing Turf War. That's just me personally. But yeah, so with ranked battle, you of course start at rank C-, and you know, as you win, you continue through the ranks and you go up and up. And I guess this is gonna take a while probably. So I'll see you guys when the match starts. And we're in the match. Not as much waiting as Turf War, but it was still a little bit of waiting. Anyways, here we are. We are now in Splat Zones. Okay, we got an octopus and a roller and 2 Nzeps, I think? Okay, that's pretty interesting. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, this one you don't rely so much about, you know, covering turf because, you know, that's not exactly the point of the game. The point is to cover, this splat zone. Usually stages will only have 1 splat zone to worry about. However, nice. However, there are some stages that actually have 2 splat zones that you have to take control of. So it's very interesting, but it's true. So yeah, it depends on the stage you're playing, obviously. Just be careful when you are playing because, you know, you don't want to exactly worry about having 2 splat zones to take care of instead of the usual one. That would just suck. That freaking... I got hit by a killer whale. I was genuinely not expecting that at all. It was like, there was like the tiniest piece of quiet, and then just all of a sudden, boom, killer whale out of the blue. Okay, so, we're still going strong, but we need to, like, you know, not lose. So with any luck, we should be able to have things in control. Actually, maybe this is crazy, but I might go... Is that it? That was easy as heck. I have never had a ranked battle that went that smoothly. That was unbelievable. Okay. So one thing I should mention is that ranked battles match you up with people that are roughly around your level. So yeah, there's that. So you're not gonna be like fighting against like S+ ranks if you're a C- rank. Thankfully that's not the case. But I guess that's ranked. At least that's one mode of ranked. I would like show off the other 2 modes on video, but I don't want to have to wait 4 hours and then another 4 hours for it to rotate. Plus it's not always guaranteed to rotate into another mode. It could be like Splat Zones right now, and in the next rotation it could be Splat Zones again. So, but you still got the general idea of like how things work. As when it comes to time matches, I don't think time matches are really present too much in ranked battle. However, they are present in regular battle. If there is an instance of a time match, it's kind of stupid, but they give 0.1% to a random team. So you could like just be screwed over just because of the game favoring the other team for a match. It's dumb, but that's essentially how time matches work, or tie matches. For max level and rank, the max level in Turf War is level 50, and the max rank in Ranked Battle is, as I mentioned, S+ rank. Now, there's a total of 16 stages that you can actually play on, and these stages are as follow: Anchovy Games, Arowana Mall, Blackbelly Skate Park, Bluefin Depot, Camp Triggerfish, Flounder Heights, Hammerhead Bridge, Kelp Dome, Mahi Mahi Resort, Moray Towers, Museum d'Alfonsino, Piranha Pit, Poor Mackerel, one of my personal favorites, Salt Spray Rig, Urchin Underpass, and Walleye Warehouse. 16 total stages that you can play on. Of course, like I mentioned, only 2 stages will be able to be played on at once, depending on whichever mode you are playing on. Let's very quickly check out stuff like everything else in online. Let's check out squad battle real quick. So you can actually create a squad or join a squad. You have multiple options. You can have a squad battle, battle against other 3-player or 4-player squads, a squad battle with 4 players, or a tri-squad, which is a very interesting mode. And we have twin squad battle. Team up with another twin squad for a 4-on-4 battle. And of course, you know, you can have a friend join you or whatever, and once you are ready, you can then join a match and just battle with people online. It's kind of cool. I never really done it before because I don't really have many friends that play Splatoon online, especially Splatoon 1. So yeah, it's a shame. But anyways, we have regular battle to join friends in battle. This is simply a thing of like, if one of your friends are playing Turf War online and you want to join them, just join them. Or you want to join their room, then yeah, you can do that as long as there are open spaces. So that's just very simple. Private battle, however, is something really, really fun. You can either join a battle or create a private one. And you essentially can, with this, you can decide on what mode you want to play. If you want to play Turf War, Rainmaker, Splat Zones, or Tower Control, and you can pick any of the 16 stages to play on. It's really cool. You can also set it to teams, or I'm pretty sure like free-for-all. I think you can do it free-for-all. I'm not sure. I haven't really tested it out, but I'm pretty sure you can, because you know or maybe. Oh no, I'm pretty sure this is like when you have the players you want, and then like that's how then you press that to set the teams and decide everything. But that's simple enough to explain. It's pretty cool if you want like some fun private battles with your friends. Like sadly for me, you know, I don't exactly have any friends that play Splatoon or the Wii U anymore. So whatever. One more thing before we exit is something I wanted to mention, and that's Splatfest Turf War. Splatfest Turf War is basically the exact same as a Turf War, except, you know, you basically play, it's a team versus team kind of thing. You pick one team at the very beginning of a Splatfest, and you fight on that team the entire way through. When you are playing Turf Wars during Splatfest, the stages are basically the same, except they have more of a night feel to them. So it's pretty cool. I do like it a lot. And we'll get into a little bit more of Splatfest in just a moment, but let's continue on with what we have left in the bonus episode. So first off is over here. This is Judd the cat. As you saw from you know, the battles, he's kind of the judge of the battles. He's the one who decides the winner. Judd, you can talk to for advice, and he also gives a money bonus, depending on your online battle vibe. As you saw with my vibe, I think I was toasty. There's a total of 4 vibes you can get. You can be chill/lukewarm, which is like the base one. Then there's toasty, there's smokin', and then there's the final one, which is so hot/on fire. And of course, the bigger your vibe is, the more of a bonus you're gonna get from Judd. And this, well, let's speak to him first. Mew, your vibe is toasty. Here's a little bonus of 100 coins. Meow, each piece of gear has a main ability and some unlockable abilities. A difference in performance can be positively huge. When choosing your gear, consider the main ability first, then take any additional abilities into account. Peace me out. His dude with his puns, I love him to death. So this guy, starting from level 20, Starting from level 25, he will award a player with an item, with a gear item, not a weapon, but with an item, like a one you can wear every 5 levels. So level 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50, he will award you a new piece of gear that you can wear. It's pretty cool. So, and also pretty stinking good from what I can tell. Maybe I'll put some pictures of them on the screen for anyone who wants to see. But yeah, and of course, like mentioned, he can also give you every 30 matches you win, like in total, that he will give you a Super Sea Snail. Simple as that. So now we have everything basically talked about and online and everything around it. Let's go ahead to this cool place over here, which is a bit of an amiibo box. If you go ahead to this amiibo box and you press A and you use any of your Splatoon amiibo and put it on your gamepad, please register. Oh my gosh, I have to freaking register. All right, here we go. So here, oh wait, now we can finally do it, is the Inkling Boy amiibo. And he talks to you. Sup, playa? Thanks a ton for calling me up. Can I take it? Yes, I can. Okay, good. I heard you've been making waves around the city, and I've got an inkling that you're the type of inkling who's up for a challenge. Want to give one of my roller challenges a go? I heard you've been doing work in Octo Valley, wearing that crazy getup, wrecking Octo Bros and junk. That's when I knew for sure that you've got what it takes to try my challenges. All you gotta do is beat those same missions using a roller weapon. So, are you game? I got some dope rewards lined up if you can pull it off. Want to rock this challenge? So essentially, there are 3 amiibos that you can actually do this with. There's the Inkling Boy amiibo, which I just showed. There's the Inkling Girl amiibo, and there's the Squid amiibo. Each of them have different challenges that you can actually partake, and I'll tell you exactly what. The Inkling Boy, there's a total of 20 roller challenges. So essentially, you fight through 20 stages with a roller. Simple as that. With the Inkling Girl, there are 20 charger stages, so you fight through each of the 20 stages available with a splat charger. And in the Squid, he gives you a variety of 20 Kraken and limited ink shooter challenges. So the Kraken is a special weapon that you can get, you know, depending on the weapon you have. And on top of that, you can also get limited ink shooter challenges. So shooter challenges, but you just have limited ink. So you gotta be very careful of how you use it. Completing the boss challenges, which are right here, will award you certain gear depending on who you are talking to. If you're talking to the girl, completing boss challenges will get you, the first 3 challenges altogether will get you the school outfit, the school gear. The boy will get you the samurai gear, and the Squid will get you the mech gear. Really, really cool. The 4th boss challenge in each of those 3 will actually give you exclusive gamepad minigames. You know how I mentioned Squid Jump? There's 3 more that you can get, and I'll show them off in just a moment, obviously, you know, with other footage, not my own footage. And the final thing is the final boss here. Once you complete, not even just the final boss, once you complete every single challenge available, you get a new weapon. For the Inkling Girl, you get the Hero Charger replica. For the Inkling Boy, you get the Hero Roller replica. And for the Squid, you get the Hero Shot replica. So, a lot cool weapons that you can get and cool gear items that you can also get from these guys. If you want to just like take them on, you can. Every time you complete a challenge, you then get awarded money. So it's, you know, it's worth it. Definitely is worth it. There is one amiibo that I can't exactly show, or one amiibo set that I can't exactly show off right now. And already, fam? Okay, fine. Do your thing. Funny how we literally just got a Callie. I was interrupted by a Callie and Marie presentation when I was literally about to talk to you about their amiibos. The Callie and Marie amiibos, which I sadly do not have in stock right now, or like at all. Those are pretty cool amiibos because they don't exactly do what the 3 main amiibos for Splatoon would do. Callie and Marie, depending on who the heck you put on, you get exclusive in-game concerts, and the plaza becomes how the plaza would look during a Splatfest. It's pretty sick and cool. So like if you have access to those amiibos, and you want to like either, you know, check them out for the first time or relive them, since, you know, maybe have checked out Splatfest beforehand and just want to relive things a little bit, then you can do that. And yeah, it's really, really cool. You can't, however, enter any buildings or talk to Judd while, you know, everything is happening, while the concert is happening, but it's still cool because you can actually like choose what song you have them perform. They each have one solo song that you can make them perform. It's really cool. It's really fun. I'll show you a little bit of footage. I'm showing you a little bit of footage off screen or on screen. So as you can tell, it's pretty fun. Splatfests are something I should probably mention a little bit about. They are these events essentially that happened every now and again where there would be a new Splatfest announced. There would be a team. Splatfests are a thing of a team fight. It's something versus something. For an example, as an actual Splatfest was, cat versus dog. So you would pick if you want to be on the cat team or if you want to be on the dog team. Then you fight in the turf war, and of course, you know, the more wins your team gets, the better off you're gonna be towards the end. At the very end, it then ranks you, or ranks the team based off of popularity, which kind of sucks, and on top of how many battles your team won. And then, you know, with that, it will then give you a score. Whoever has the biggest score then wins, and then you get like super sea snails and money. It's pretty cool though. It's really fun. Sadly, I can't really say how fun it is because I've never been able to do a Splatfest. I didn't start playing Splatoon until like mid 2016. So at that point, most of the Splatfests already happened. There was one Splatfest that I could actually do, and that was the final one, where it was Callie versus Marie. And of course, you know, me being a cultured man, I decided to pick Marie. But I couldn't play it because of terrible internet that I had to deal with, and I legit could not have access to anything online. So yeah, I was a little mad that I missed out on the final Splatfest, and I still to this day I've never actually done a Splatfest. Maybe like one battle in like Splatoon 2, but that's about it. Anyways, so now with all that mentioned, let's check out I guess one final thing in here. And this is the, I guess, quote-unquote arcade machine. And this is where you can actually look through each of your Squid minigames. These are the minigames that you can actually play while waiting in the online battle lobby. Sorry. Obviously, the default one you have is Squid Jump, which, like I mentioned before, you know, that's that. There's 3 others that you can get. There's the Squid Racer minigame, which you get from the Inkling Boy challenges. There's a Squid Ball minigame, which you get from the Inkling Girl challenges, and there's a Squid Beats minigame that you can get from the Squid challenges, which, you know, I just showed you a little bit of each on screen for a moment. In order to actually get each of these, you have to beat the 4th boss in the game in those challenges, the Ravenous Octomaw, within the challenges in order to actually unlock each of these minigames. So yeah, sadly, I can't really show you them because, well, first off, I have to unlock those other 3 minigames, and second off, I can't even film gamepad footage to begin with, so there's really no point in me doing that. At least, like, you know, on screen. I might just do it off screen for the heck of it, just for like more 100%. But I guess with that, a bit of a long episode, but I mean, there's a lot to explain, and I'm just really glad I got to explain what I wanted to explain in today's episode. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of Splatoon. I hope I mentioned everything that I wanted to mention. If there's some things that I have left out or that you wanted me to talk about, leave it down in the comments or just like message me anywhere. Then I'll make sure to like pin a message on YouTube or just something like that, or tweet something out. But I will say one thing I kind of forgot to do. With these amiibo challenges, if you actually beat the full amiibo challenges, you actually get a bonus page in your Octo Valley scrollbook, which kind of lists off, I think, yeah, the new replica weapons that you then have access to because you beat the full set of challenges with the amiibo. So it's pretty cool. If you want to get that, then be my guest. You just gotta get yourself the amiibo. Anyways, now with that all being said, I also want to say, if there is like much more depth and detail you want from Splatoon, like each weapon or like each stage, or just a whole bunch of stuff. If you really want an in-depth Let's Play or playthrough of Splatoon, I highly recommend checking out Chugga Conroy's Splatoon Let's Play. I'll link it down below in the description. You should definitely check it out. He is insane when it comes to the amount of detail he puts in his Let's Plays, and his Splatoon is one that fits right in. The amount of detail he put, literally every single episode was dedicated to one level of Octo Valley, and then one weapon that you can use. I guess one set of weapons, because he would like put different varieties of one weapon in that same video. But he goes really into depth, so if you really want a full detailed explanation of everything in the game, I highly suggest checking out his Let's Play. It's definitely a thrill to watch, especially since it's Chugga Conroy. Who doesn't love Chugga Conroy? I mean, if you're watching me, you probably know Chugga Conroy. I mean, he's the reason why I'm doing this, and I'm doing all this in the first place. So yeah, shout outs to him. And with that all being said, I will see you guys in the second bonus episode, actually, which we will be up here checking out this thing, the Battle Dojo, which I will have on a guest with me, and we'll check out the Battle Dojo and have some fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Subscribe, like, and comments, all that good stuff. Social media, including Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, are all down below in the description. Go check everything out. Support me wherever you can if you just want to support me and want me to enjoy me and the content I make. So with that all being said and done, I will be seeing you guys next time. Pop-Tart out.